Zambia is among the top 5 tobacco leaf growing countries in Africa and accounted for 9.7% of tobacco leaf production on the continent in 2012. The agricultural land devoted to the harvesting of tobacco in Zambia increased by 1,908% between 1996 and 2016, and export quantity increased by nearly 800% in the same period. Accordingly, the value of the export of tobacco leaf has increased from $1.4 million in 1995 to $139.9 million in 2016. However, despite the major gain, there is need for regulations of tobacco products due to health risks that they cause. Zambia signed the World Health Organization's Framework Convention on Tobacco Control, FCTC, on May 23, 2008 and ratified the treaty, a legal action indicating a country's consent to the bound by stems on August 21, 2008. On top of that, the Center for Trade Policy and Development, CTPD, is advising the government to take and implement the Zambia Tobacco and Nicotine Products Control Bill of 2018.
The tobacco growth in the industry was growing in leaps and bounds, which I think gave government the impression that this is the way to go. We have now seen through evidence and research that in fact it has now also created a burden on our health system and is in fact draining our economy. We also have illicit trade, which is adversely affecting our youth. So because of that, there has now been a need to respond. Our point of view is from the place of, again, the health issue and the health burden. Right. And we know that even at that level of growing tobacco, there is a health risk. We know that the tobacco leaf, even in its purest form, has harmful effects on the actual handlers and farmers, especially women and children who are also exposed. So our the evidence we have indicates that even from a health perspective, at that beginning, at entry level of tobacco growth or production, there is a risk to health. So from that perspective, again, we're saying that government should identify alternative livelihoods. And in fact, it's one of the issues that is addressed in this bill. Government is required to develop strategies that then move farmers away from tobacco growth.
Furthermore, CTPD has advised for policies that limit illegal trade and put heavy taxes on tobacco trade.
As we proceed, you will note that we have another legal instrument pursuant to the WHO FCTC, right, which is the ITP, which is targeted at then eliminating illicit trade of tobacco products. And we are yet to assent even to that particular instrument as a country. And we are actually pushing for that because it then creates a system where you are stopping products from coming in the country illegally, so that you're only then dealing with products that are manufactured or brought in legally. You can track them and properly then tax industry players. So what we're saying is that you as a commercial farmer who chooses to engage in this particular, shall we say, sinful industry, you should be more heavily taxed. Right. Than any other industry because of the impact that your product has.
In April 2008, the government introduced regulations that banned smoking in public places. However, these have not been followed. Whether or not policies are put in place for the country to benefit from tobacco trade, the question still remains: what is more important, the gains from the trade or a healthier country? Joseph Ngenda Kapokola, Muvi TV Business, Lusaka.